Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Mommy Reboot TV. I am your host, Jody Agard, coming to you live from Carline, because that's what us moms do. Okay, so today I want to talk about why are you crying? So let's look at those lovely little mommy tears. We have to recognize that when you cry, you're actually crying out for comfort. I feel like it's a way of survival. It's kind of like an SOS. It's saying, I need something. And it's a form of communication, and it's basically saying, I need attention over here. Whether it is because you're overwhelmed with regular life, or you're frustrated with kids, or you're on the outs with your husband, or life is just really heavy right now. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the mental load that us mummies so often carry. So I think one of the best things to do when you find yourself in tears is to ask yourself exactly that. Why am I crying? Why am I crying? And what will probably come up is something along the lines of, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, my husband doesn't help, the kids are just bickering back and forth, I'm just annoyed, fill in the blank, right? There's all the things that make us mummies cry. But it's not so much what's important about asking yourself the simple question of why am I crying? It's not the thing that's making you cry is the number one important thing. The number one important thing is actually that you honor it. And that you honor what comes up. So if what comes up is that you are just tired and you're overwhelmed, well then ask yourself, obviously number one, let yourself cry and just give yourself permission to cry. But then ask yourself, what could I let go of? What kind of pressure am I putting on myself? What are these tears really about? Is it because I'm just saying yes to everybody except for myself? Maybe I'm crying because I feel unheard and I need to have a conversation, a really honest, hard conversation with my husband or my partner or a friend or my child or fill in the blank. So look beyond the tears when you ask yourself, why am I crying? That is the first, most important question is, why am I crying? And then kind of peel back the layers and say, what is this really about? Like, yes, the tears are flowing, but what is it that I really, really, really need as a mama? And why is my mommy heart really sad and frustrated and annoyed and overwhelmed and fill in the blank? Because those tears, girl, that is an SOS. That is your body's way of saying, I need something. I need something and you're not paying attention to me. So I'm just going to open up the floodgates until you finally address this darn issue. That's what tears are all about. And it's our job to honor the tears that come up and don't fight them, because if you're having that lump in your throat and you're just wanting to just blow it off and push through it, it's going to creep up on you. I know from firsthand. I've tried to do that so many times in my life and it just hasn't worked. And so I've come to a place, and that's what self-care is just honoring them. Just saying, okay, it's an SOS. What do I need right now? What does my body need right now? All right, mama. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you are crying, I'm sending you big, big hugs right now, because mommying is hard. As much as it's awesome and it's beautiful and it's filled with love and joy and excitement and all the things, it's also heavy, and there's a big mental load around motherhood. So if you're in that stage right now, if you're in a season of just weepy tears, I'm sending you massive amounts of love and telling you just to honor them. Mwah! If you thought of that mama who is really sad and could use this, by the way, please send it to her. She probably needs to hear this message too. So send her my YouTube. Send her to my IGTV on Instagram at Mommy Reboot. Send her to Facebook in the private Facebook group called Mommy Reboot. Yeah. All right, honey. Have a wonderful day.